when you work from office, there's a certain knock-off time. Just leave office, you're out of the office, you're traffic jam. Either picking up your kids or feeding the baby or whatever. Boss calls me also. I'm busy right now. Hey, but working from home, you're expected beyond 6 p.m. so to speak, knockout time. How does one cope with that though? So this, working from home, getting a phone call at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30 now, or a text message to start getting some work done.
I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And when I do, I tell you what amazes me is that by 10, I'm like, wow, I have got so many things done. I do my workout in the morning, and but I think it's not something I started when I first started work. I must admit, it's something that I got into a discipline because during the pandemic, that was the challenge. Yeah, because since we don't have to go to the office regularly, my mindset was, decided, at least in the initial 3 months, I was on holiday. I look forward to my Fridays because, wow, it's a weekend. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. So, it became a problem. And so then I had to change the way I work. But you're right. The problem was the cutoff period. Yeah. When do we cut off, and, when do we start back again? Because people expect you to be on the call 24/7. So that became a problem. And thankfully, I don't work, for countries that are awake when we are asleep. Because I know some of my friends who did that literally had to work right into the middle of the night because, they just thought that, yeah, you're working from home so you can sleep during the day. And I think, that might be a problem.
Oh, but I think the real challenge is when you focus on, I would say, parents at a certain age group. So I'll give you a real life example. I have an employee who's in her early 40s, a high performer. Now, during the pandemic, she's got 2 children, one 2 years old and one I think was 8 or 9 months. And during the pandemic, she found it very difficult to adjust working at home. And I said, why? I mean, you've got time, you've got balance, you can do what you want. She says, no, Ramon, you don't understand. The moment my kids see me at home, they think I'm on holiday and they cling on to me and they want to play games and they want to do this, they want to do that. So working for me at home, from her perspective, was in the morning, she would pretend she was leaving the house, but actually come back in and lock herself in the room. And the kids thought she was actually at work. Now, is that balance? So I think it all depends. We're all at different stages of our lives. Some of us have got the time to just do things on our own. Others have got responsibilities and accountabilities. So I started off by saying productivity is higher when you work in the office. And that is a true fact with tons of research. But today the preference is to move into a hybrid environment because you have millennials, you have people at different age groups. So while we advocate working in the office, which we're back 100% by the way, we are making a move to a new office that provides very strong infrastructure, allowing you to work from home, work in the office. We've got a concept called third space, which is like a home in the office, nap rooms, everything like that. Now, when you have an environment like that, then we are going into a hybrid model, which is a 70-20-10. But if you don't have the infrastructure ready, don't fool yourself. You'll end up being like my staff who locks herself in her room and pretends to be the office.